Hey guys, it is time for Thankful Thursday. We're gonna color this in and we're gonna be done with it. So, life updates, none at currents. Just been busy pet sitting and adjusting to kind of foster care and what that looks like and yada yada yada. Ooh, I think this is like the perfect for the sunglasses. I don't really have a whole lot. My husband's grandmother decided after she promised us we could buy the car off of her. Okay, so I want you guys to tell me, am I the a-hole? Okay, that's what today's topic is going to be about. Am I the a-hole? Okay, so my husband's grandma has decided that she no longer wants to drive and was going to sell her vehicle back to the dealership to make some money, right? So we said to her, hey, like, can we please buy your car from you? Like, we'll pay whatever you wanted from the dealership. Like, we'll make payments to you. Like, let us know. Like, we really need this car. Like, my car has like 115,000 miles on it, and we can't afford a new car. We can't afford monthly payments, and we don't want to get a used one either, because then we don't know if it's a lemon. We don't know what kind of issues it might already have versus his grandma's car. We know that it's never been driven really, like maybe 10,000 miles, if that. And we know how she's kept it. She's taken good care of it. So, you know, this was a conversation we had almost a year ago. It was last August that we had this conversation. And she said, yeah, she said that when she makes the decision that she wants to no longer drive, she will let us know. We will sell our car, the Civic, one that has 115,000 on it, and then we'll take that money and we'll use that as the down payment, and then we'll make payments to his grandmother. I've also been saving cash for this as well. I have like almost $2,000 saved up to be able to buy this car for her. So I want to really preference that this is not like she's dying and she's giving stuff away or people are fighting over her stuff. This was, I don't want my car anymore. I'm gonna sell it back to the dealership. And we were like, no, like, please let us buy it. That was the conversation that was had. That was what was agreed. That's what we were saving for. Well, come to have a discussion to find out that his aunt, who knew that we wanted to buy it and for what purpose we were wanting to buy it for, decided that she was going to just inherit it from the grandmother to give it to her son, who is like a 50-something that mooches off of his parents. Now, keep in mind, my husband lives 500 miles from his grandmother. He goes and visits her once a year because that's all we can really afford. And this other grandson, his aunt's son, he lives in the town that the grandmother lives in. And he has not been to visit her in years. And he lives in that town. Meanwhile, we're 500 miles away, and we always make an effort to go see her at least once a year. And I'm beyond livid, because why does the aunt, which is, you know, her daughter, his grandmother's daughter, why does she just get to come in, get the car for free to give to her son who can't even go visit his own grandmother? And that really has me pissed off. They don't even need the car. They already have cars. Like, they have almost brand new vehicles with very low mileage. And they knew how bad we needed it. And it was almost like it was a spiteful thing towards us. And I told my husband, I'm done with your family. I'm like, you've got your psychotic mother who is a narcissist that we had to cut out, who wouldn't even come to our wedding, and then told everyone we didn't invite her, even though she was invited. She was very much so invited. She's hated me from day one. We've got that crazy psycho woman. She kept him from his side of his dad's family, and he don't even know them. I mean, I'm like, now I see where your mother got it. I see it. And he's upset. He's mad at me. My husband is mad at me because I called it out. I said, I can see the spitefulness where it came from. I said, I knew it had to come from somewhere. It took 13 years to find where it came from. I said, but it's starting to surface. And he was mad at that comment. And he said, I was being the a-hole. And I said, well, I could understand if your aunt really needed the car. I said, but she's giving it to her lazy son, who doesn't want to work, who can't even come visit your grandmother, who he lives in the same town as. I said, but we're the ones who asked for it, that we were going to pay cash for it, and it's like taken from us. I said, it does piss me off. I feel like I have every right to be mad. I have every right to say I'm done with your family. He's more than welcome to go visit with them. I'll stay with my mom when we go back home to visit. I just want nothing to do with them because at this point, I don't know if I can keep my mouth shut. Because I really want to say to his aunt, you dumb biatch. How rude was that? How rude was that? And my husband's like, well, he's like, well, we don't want to fight over it. They do more. He's like, my aunt does everything for my grandmother. And I said, but this isn't a death thing. This isn't she passed away and we're fighting over stuff. I said, because I 100% agree. If she passed away, your aunt should get everything because she does the most for your grandmother. I 100% agree. I said, but this was not the case. Your grandmother is very much alive and well. She just doesn't want to drive anymore. She was going to sell the car to a dealership. And we said, hey, instead of selling it to a dealership, can we buy it? There was an agreement already put into place. I said, and then she just stripped it from us to give it to her daughter's son who doesn't even visit her. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm allowed to be upset. This is a completely different situation. Don't try to flip it on me. So that's the situation that I kind of have with his family right now. And I told him, I said, you're lucky we don't have plans to go back home like anytime soon. I said, because I don't know if I could keep my mouth shut. I said, you would either get me calling them out in a fight, or you don't get me at all to go up there with them. Like, I'll stay with my mom happily. So let me know in the comments, am I being the a-hole or not? I know that wasn't really a thankful thing. It's just like a talking color. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm being the a-hole? Do you think they're being the a-hole? His family has never been nice to me or very welcoming and accepting. I know last time we went up there, they know I can't eat red meat. I have digestive issues and I can't digest it and it makes me sick. And they know that. We've been married 13, almost 14 years. They know that. And they decided last year that they were only going to have hot dogs and coleslaw, and they know I hate coleslaw. There was drama about coleslaw one year when we were first dating. I don't like coleslaw. I think it tastes like garbage. And my husband finished his, and when no one was looking, I swapped them. And I thought my husband had a brain cell and was going to just eat it and not say anything. And in front of his whole family, he goes, "Why did you swap that?" Like, are you serious? And so then I had to admit in front of his whole family, when we're still dating, I don't like coleslaw. I think coleslaw is nasty, but I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So when no one was looking, I swapped it, thinking that he would just eat it. So they know I don't like coleslaw either. So it was like, I feel like they intentionally had stuff that I wouldn't eat. And then his grandmother had the audacity to say, well, if you don't want what's here, you can order yourself something somewhere. So I did. I went and I got myself a pizza from somewhere, but it was just like, I thought that was rude. So I feel like his family has always been rude to me. So I feel like it just adds another layer to the whole situation. But now I'm completely SOL on what to do about a new car. So, fun. Alright, that is all for this Thankful Thursday. Bye, friends.